Hey guys, sorry about the watermark. I will probably try to get rid of that soon. But today, we're going to do our Godzilla 2014 review with spoilers. Now, I'm going to put pictures behind me as you see. Um, it's not a bad movie. Just going to say that now. I've seen it twice. It's not a bad movie. But this is probably the first movie I've ever seen at the theater, so I'm like, because every movie I see it was like number one on my list favorite, but like for me, there was some mistakes. Now, some of the things I hear people complaining about are bull crap, but I can't agree. There are some mistakes. Like not seeing Godzilla enough. That's a bull crap complaint because when you think about it, the original Godzilla, I know people who ain't Godzilla fans out there ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, but the original Godzilla, you only saw him for like 12 minutes, I think. And the new one, you see him for like 11 minutes, I think, or 13 or something. Plus, you get the Mutos. So, second off, Aaron Taylor Johnson's performance, something else people are complaining about. It's fine. He did a great job. He was a soldier. I'm sure most soldiers would be like that, or from what I know, are like that. Bryan Cranston dying too soon? Nah, I'm not really mad about that. I thought he had nothing else to do with the movie, so you might as well just kill him off. Okay. Anyway, so let's get to the review, spoiler review. So, beginning of the movie, it shows a flashback to 1954, and it shows like the nuke that turned Godzilla into what he is. And then we skip to 1999 when there's these bones and sinkholes and trails, and Ken Watanabe's there and he's checking it out. And then we skip to Japan with Bryan Cranston. Aaron Taylor Johnson goes to school. Bryan Cranston and Juliette Binoche, who are married in the movie, go to their workplace, and one of the Mutos go under it, and it causes the whole thing to fall, and radiation comes through. Bryan Cranston has to close the door as his wife's coming, so she died, but it was kind of a sad scene. Like, I can't remember who it was, but someone did cry while I was watching it, one of my friends, I think. Because, I mean, I can't admit it was sad. It showed, like, she was saying, take care of Ford. Let me skip the current day, and it shows Elizabeth Olsen, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and his son, C.J. Adams. By the way, these ain't their actual names in the movie, these are the actual actors. And they get a phone call that Bryan Cranston's in jail in Japan. So Aaron Taylor Johnson goes there to get him, and they come back to the home, and Aaron Taylor Johnson wakes up, and he already thinks his dad's crazy, but his dad is talking. I can't remember to who, but he tells him that whatever it was back, I can't remember what year, started talking again. And he said he needs to hold this. So they went back to Japan, and his old house where the radiation happened, it's all blocked off. He went there, they were wearing masks, and he looked up at his radiation thingamajiggy. I'm sorry if I don't know these names. It said there was no radiation. He took off his mask, and Aaron Taylor Johnson like, oh God, what are you doing and stuff, you know. And he's like, there's no radiation. So they went to the old house. And by the way, there was an Easter egg there. A Mothra Easter egg. You have to be a Godzilla fan to know what I'm talking about. But they go to then the Japanese army gets him and takes him to the rebuilding of the power plant that his wife died in, and they get sent there. They're by the Japanese army dudes. I don't know what you would call them, if not the Japanese army guys. I don't know, but they leave Antonio Johnson in the car, and they take Bryan Cranston aside to question him. Bryan Cranston gives, the I deserve answer clips. He gives that speech, and he does the other. And Ken Watanabe realizes something's going on because he had a paper that had the old sound and the new sounds. I mean, the old sounds or whatever it is, and he noticed they were the same. And Ken Watanabe told him to kill. There's an egg, but the Mito hatches out of it. And the power, its EMP attack turns off all the power. Bryan Cranston gets out, he goes on a bridge, Aaron Taylor Johnson gets out of the car. I can't remember exactly what happened, but they get the Muto. Muto starts stepping on everyone. They put it down in this hole-like thing. He comes back up, and Brian yells "forward" or something, and Muto knocks over the one thing at the bridge, and he tried to stop the one guy that was running, and the guy got squished on the bridge, and then the bridge broke. Brian fell off. Aaron survived, and they were going to go to the hospital, and one of the army soldiers, the American Army general, started talking to Ken Watanabe. He says, "Is there anyone else you need?" And he looked around, and everyone else was dead. All of the other workers and stuff. And he pointed at Bryan Cranston, who was, Then Bryan died in the plane heading there. But when they go there, Ken Watanabe shows Aaron Taylor Johnson old clips and photos of Godzilla and says he thinks he's the nature power. This is kind of awesome. He says he calls Godzilla by his Japanese name, Godzilla. Or Godzilla, or however you want to say that. Then we have that Aaron tells the one soldier I think they're in Hawaii, I think, and he's heading back to America, and the Muto's there and starts destroying everything, and it gets to the airport, and then it gets to the girl, a bunch of people on the beach, and the girl notices something weird with the waves, and she hollers for her dad, and they start running, and there's a tsunami. Godzilla caused a tsunami, and the Muto's attacking the airport, and then Godzilla shows up, and that's when everything breaks loose. But then it skips off to Johnson's son in the movie, C.J. Adams, which I believe a lot of people, that was another complaint. But what was the next scene? I believe they were on the train track or something. I know I'm missing something there, but they're on the train track, and the female Muto, oh yeah, that's what I missed, but the female Muto, I think, starts attacking, no, never mind, that's not yet, but she's so quiet when she's on the train. I think it's the female out. No, it might be the male, but I think it's the female, because, yeah, she had the belly. No, I think they showed the female before that. But, oh well. But then the female starts attacking Las Vegas. The Wing Muto goes underwater, gets a nuke, and takes it back up. And then Godzilla shows up in the Pacific clip. And then we have the Golden Gate Bridge scene where Godzilla walks through the bridge, which is pretty cool. Then the Wing Muto gives the female Muto the nuke as a gift. And, what happened? Then we have the let them fight clip. I saying? Did we? Sorry. Oh, it's fine. But yeah, we had to let them fight clip. I thought I had that picture up, but oh well, it's fine. Um, yeah, it shows, they took it out some, it's more extended in the movie. It shows when Muto and Juliette Binoche going into the thing. And it shows the doors closing. If you've seen the main trailer, remember the scene where the doors are closing? And it shows Godzilla roaring? Well, they replaced that with something new, and honestly, I don't know if it's better or not. But it shows when Muto and Godzilla start fighting as the doors closing. Like, Godzilla bites his head. Like, I was kind of freaking out the first time I saw that. Then we have the Halo jump. Pretty cool scene. And then we get in the city, and Aaron Taylor Johnson seeing like Godzilla's tail going by and stuff. And the and they go by these cars, and the female Muto gives her roar. I guess she starts giving her babies. It doesn't show it. But then you see Godzilla, and you've been watching the channel lately. There was a clip called The King's Roar. Then we see that scene, which was pretty awesome to see, honestly. The roar in my clip is different from the roar in the actual movie. Like in the movie, they give him like the main trailer roar thing where it's just like a lot of people don't like it. It's a long. They show him pretty much all the trailers at the end, but so yeah, then we have a battle and it starts. Godzilla and female Muto are walking up and they kind of have like a Samoan fight, and the wing Muto. I mean, not the wing. I mean, the female. Oh, yeah, the female's bigger, by the way. She's huge. She's pretty much the same size as Godzilla, and Godzilla's 300 feet tall. The wing Muto's, like, tiny compared to them. But, so Godzilla starts throwing, like, the female Muto into buildings, and starts stepping on her, and she starts hauling for the male one. I guess Godzilla's getting ready to do something to her. I can't remember what it was. And then, also, the wing Muto cheap shots him. And, cheap shots, yeah, okay. Pretty much, then, as the wing Muto's holding Godzilla in a way, or distracting him, female Muto knocks him down, and then Godzilla's roaring at them, he's kind of up, and then the female one, like, kind of hits him, and Godzilla goes to bite him, and then the female Muto hits him with his claw, and I think you see a little bit of blood. And then it skips the Halo jumpers, I think. And they're going into Aaron Johnson's one of them, and they're going into this cave to get the thing. Aaron Johnson sees all the eggs, and they get the nuke as they're leaving. Aaron Johnson looks back, and he lets out like a bunch of oil, and there's an Easter egg right here, where it shows a dragon head. So it could be a Ghidorah Easter egg, another old Godzilla opponent, or I can't remember what the other one is called, but if you know, you can say it in the comments. I used to know, but then as they're walking out, it shows Godzilla being pretty much trampled, like the wing Muto's flying up and down, shoving his claws, and Godzilla and the female one's just going like that with her claws. And then Aaron Johnson gets out of the thing, and then it explodes, and the female one freaks out and goes over to check on her babies. Oh no, her babies. But she hears Aaron Johnson, she's getting ready to eat him, and then we have one of the best scenes in the movie. Oh yeah, Godzilla reveals his atomic breath in the movie. Yeah, if you watched any of the old movies, you know what atomic breath is. But it's really cool in this movie, to be honest. It's probably better than the old ones. It's not as strong, I don't think, but it's probably better. You see Aaron Johnson's face light up, and he looks over, and the female walks over, and you see a tail go up, and you see all those little spikes on his tail going up, and you see all the spikes on